To my knowledge, REACTOR is first in Europe, maybe in the world, focusing solely on applied gaming. And this is what REACTOR is about, applying games into serious purposes.
Today we're displaying our new product, which is called Testboard. REACTOR has made funding available, which is great, but probably more valuable is the mentors and the process of kind of showing up on a regular basis to articulate what the software does, what the proposition is, and how software can integrate, or how it interfaces with the teams, the humans that you're trying to corral and trying to organise around the process. So actually articulating that, being really clear about what the purpose is, and having discussions with product designers and gamification experts, that's where the real kind of value is being caused.
Being involved in REACTOR has been really interesting. It's still fairly early days for me. We're looking at getting a grant from the REACTOR Project to help, in fact, with the user experience side of how to introduce the game mechanics concepts into the Knology platform.
I'm Lorraine Turner, and I'm the director of Yo-Yo Let's Go Limited, a city-based family tourism app. So if you imagine you use an app when you go into a city with your family, and you can see everything that's around you and what's near you. But what I wanted to bring into it was a gaming element where kids can take over your phone and find out the city for themselves. Thanks to REACTOR, I'm now working with a really great team of very talented designers with previous experience at PlayStation, and they're bringing a really exciting new dynamic element to the gaming section of the app, and they're also looking at the user interface and the redesign there to make it really child friendly, but to work that gaming element in. So without REACTOR's involvement, I wouldn't have had that opportunity to build the app to the quality that it's going to be.
Well, REACTOR played quite a key part in the development of Alive, both in finding experts in the field that we're not experts in to help us out. Like, you know, we're game developers. I'm a game developer. I'm not a biological scientist, but meeting experts has been key to us. And then being in a kind of a culture of other small SMEs and sharing the same problems and solving problems together has been a real benefit.
My inspiration for starting Play Physio and the formulation of the idea behind it really came from daily life with my daughter, who has to perform twice daily physiotherapy, which is time consuming, quite boring, and it generates a lot of opportunities for us to argue every day. So I started to develop a game or a set of games that would allow her to turn her respiratory device that she blows into a game controller. This then allows her to do her therapy and play games at the same time. So now she's not thinking about doing therapy, she's thinking about playing games. First contact with REACTOR was getting in touch with Jan and having a chat with him about what I was doing, and there was an obvious fit from my perspective and from his, which was great. And the team have been really supportive in connecting me up with other game developers and helping to widen my network and people that I can approach and speak to about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And there's also the potential for me to get some funding to help pay for some of the development work, which will allow me to reach more children and have a bigger impact. And that's what's really important for me.